Let's discover a land of mighty mountains, misty ridges and snowy peaks. Together we will conquer passes, cross rivers and feel the cold breath of glaciers. Today I'm excited to introduce you to the Svaneti region, truly one of the most beautiful places in Georgia. In 2019 we decided to go on a backpacking adventure to Georgia's mesmerizing Svaneti region. First we've booked a direct flight to Tbilisi, the capital of the country, but our plans took an unexpected turn when the Russian government suddenly banned flights to Georgia just before our trip. Fortunately we decided not to change the plans and change the tickets instead, with a short layover in Istanbul. Unexpectedly short.
Самолет на 50 минут тоже прилетел, и все.
Howbeit we finally arrived in Tbilisi, a city of contrasts. If someone had told me back then that we would move to Georgia in 2022, I would not believe. But let's dive into the reasons why it was worth it. Despite first we've seen numerous balconies and extra floors illegally added to houses, Tbilisi is a city definitely worth to see. Along with the modern skyscrapers, you will discover old historical buildings adorned with stunning wood carvings and stucco, reflecting the influence of Persian architecture sometimes. The city is also very green and offers picturesque spots in the mountains around it, with great views of the city. By the way, in Tbilisi you may find several alternative means of transportation, like cable cars and even funicular. As we wandered through the charming streets, we encountered historic city walls, two-story quarters with cozy balconies, numerous churches, and even sulfur baths with a captivating waterfall just steps away, in the very city center. As I've mentioned, Tbilisi is not only steeped in history, but also boasts modern attractions. Riki Park is a breathtaking oasis with lavender fields and remarkable architecture, like the concert hall and the picturesque bridge spanning the river. When the sun goes down, the park becomes a true gem, shining in the rays of the setting sun. Despite Tbilisi is an old city, founded in the 5th century, it embraces the contemporary, with a lot of inviting public spaces, charming cafes, and delightful restaurants. It's no wonder that it has become a favorite destination among tourists from around the world. At night, Tbilisi takes on a mesmerizing transformation with its illuminated buildings, offering a whole new perspective. The city's location, nestled among mountains, creates a stunning and unique view from above. And our trip wouldn't have been complete without experiencing the renowned Georgian wines.
Глубину цвета, на сам цвет, на чистоту, потом на аромат.
Especially the Qvevri wines, crafted using a technique that dates back over 7,000 years, left an indelible impression on us. After exploring the charming Tbilisi for a couple of days, we hopped on a train bound for Zugdidi town, nestled near the Black Sea shore. From there, a transfer that led us to the starting point of our trek awaited us, taking us along one of the most scenic roads in Georgia. This picturesque route traced the path of Inguri River, revealing the breathtaking beauty of Jwari water reservoir, also called by the name of the river sometimes. and with every twist and turn, we unveiled the true beauty of the surrounding mountains. Our journey led us to the Mazary village, placed in a picturesque valley beneath the mighty Mount Uzhba. With its towering height of 4,710 meters, Uzhba ranks as the third highest mountain in Georgia. Initially, our plan for the first part of the trek was to begin it from Mazary, crossing the Guli Pass en route to the enchanting Mestia village, all while taking the incredible side of Uzhba along the way. However, due to unfavorable weather forecasts, we made the decision to reach Mestia by car instead, and start our trek from there after spending a night in Mazary.
Мы должны были пойти вон туда, чтобы увидеть где-то там в облаках Узбу, но обещают плохую погоду. И мы, поехали сразу на второй пункт и ни хера не увидели Узбу.
Mestia is a modern village with a European charm, yet it has been a vital center of the historic Svaneti region for centuries. Even today, it remains the main gateway for thousands of tourists venturing into the captivating realm of Svaneti. Mestia is renowned for its iconic Svan Towers, ancient stone fortifications that served not only as protection against foreign invaders and natural disasters, but also as shelters from angry neighbors during vendettas, which were prevalent in the region until recent times. These solid structures, rising proudly from the ground, stand as a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of the Svan people. Their greatness rivals the surrounding mountains, creating a striking landscape that is truly awe-inspiring. After all, it was a stroke of luck to have an extra day in Mestia. We took this opportunity to wander through the village and admire the Svan Towers up close. And as a grand final for the day, we were treated to a mesmerizing performance by talented musicians in a local restaurant. Since then, I've been deeply fallen in love with the enchanting melodies of Georgian traditional music, compelling me to pause and immerse myself whenever I hear it. Remaining flexible in plans, we couldn't pass up the chance to see the Karuldi Lakes, originally part of our route from Mazary to Mestia. Packed with only essential gear in our backpacks, we went to a one-day trek, ascending 1,300 meters up the mountain. Along the way, we were fascinated by our first breathtaking view of the valley and the majestic mountains around. In moments like these, one realizes that they're here for a reason. After a short break to rest and play with some adorable puppies near the shepherd's hut, we gathered our strength for the final leg to reach the lakes, which was quite challenging, as we had underestimated our water supply and the lake's water was unsuitable for drinking, due to nearby horse grazing. However, despite the hardships, we can confidently say that it was all worth it. On our way back, we were fortunate to meet a generous driver who gave us a ride down the mountain, along with other fellow tourists. After such a long and exhausting day, we were grateful for their kindness. And finally, we were safely back in Mestia. With everything packed in advance, we wasted no time and ventured into the wilderness the same evening, commencing the autonomous phase of our trip. Since we had spent the day trekking to the lakes, we opted to take a taxi to Jabesh village to save some time and avoid the boring route through the densely located villages along the Mulkura River in the same valley as Mestia. Our camp was set up on the edge of the village, near a magnificent tree and a refreshing mineral water spring. As the sunset painted the sky, we gazed at the stars while fireflies danced around us. Of course, the day before we have not only neglected to bring enough water, but also forgot to apply sunscreen. And paid the price for it.
Какой у меня цвет лица? А это потому что кто-то ходил в раздевалку без крема.
After completing our morning routine and packing up the camp, we headed to conquer the Ugviri Pass, our first pass on the route, crossing one of the Tetnuldi mountains ridges. The ascent wasn't too hard as we followed the path along the ski resort slope. And soon enough we reached the top. Continuing on, our route led us above the Adishala River valley, granting us breathtaking views of the surrounding mountains. Descending smoothly from the pass, we reached the remote village of Adishi, where you can also see the iconic towers rising to the sky. After leaving the village, we continued our journey towards our destination for the day, the Lardad Glacier, also known as Adishi, same as the village. Upon reaching it, we set up camp in the nearby valley of the Adishala River, preparing to cross it in the morning, before the sun melted the glacier and the river ran wild. Although locals offered their help for a small fee to cross the river on horses, we decided to stick to our original plan and attempt the crossing on foot. The river was icy cold, and we risked getting soaked with our backpacks. But the experience was worth it. Nonetheless, if there are next time, we would opt out for the horses. Continuing on our journey, we needed to cross another pass, called Chundera, offering a view of the magnificent Lardad Glacier, also known as a part of the Bezangi Wall mountain range. Observing it from the top, we were captivated by the incredible power of nature. We were fortunate, because just as my drone's battery ran out, a cloud appeared, veiling the view of the glacier. We continued down the mist-covered ridge until we reached the Valley of Waterfalls.
Кто повелительница бабочек?
These splendid cascades contributed to the Haldeshala River that was guiding our path forward.
Вот как-то так отдыхаем.
Here I should tell you about the way along the Inguri River, but unfortunately we've got food poisoning. As a result, we decided to take a transfer to Ujgule village, which made sense since most of the way would follow the same road you see now, with a sheer cliff on one side and steep gorge with a rushing mountain river on the other. But despite obstacles, we finally reached our destination. Ujgule village is one of the highest located villages in Europe, sitting at the altitude of 2,100 meters. its authentic beauty shines through with old stone buildings, including our guest house, that had a similar traditional design from the inside, adding to the atmosphere of this extraordinary place. Another captivating sight in the village is the Church of the Mother of God, also known as La Maria Church, dating back to the 9th or 10th century. The church reveals ancient frescoes within its walls, offering a glimpse into the rich history of the area. Right from the church, the path to the Shkara Glacier begins, leading through a beautiful valley along the Seimenguri River that originates from the glacier. Despite the trek being rather long, about 18 kilometers round trip, it is considered an easy walk due to its mostly flat terrain with minimal ascent. However, the effort is well worth it, as the Shkara Glacier is a sight to behold. The primal power, complemented by magnificent shades of grey and blue color of the ice, leaves you speechless. Its immense size only adds to the sense of wonder. Standing next to it, even in the summer, you can feel the icy breath of mountains. However, for some people that is not enough.
Это ледник, а это идет. Ледник идет.
While we were there, we witnessed a man attempting to climb the glacier without any safety gear, even though large stones regularly fell from it. Amazed by the display of human recklessness, but even more captivated by the glacier itself, we studied our way back along the same valley to Uzhguli. After taking one last look at the unforgettable Uzhguli village and the majestic Shkara mountain, we started our return. We decided to take a morning transfer from there. However, even in the car we didn't feel entirely secure on that challenging route.
No, you?
Later we realized it was a wise decision, as heavy rain started pouring down shortly after we reached Mestia. Batumi also welcomed us with rain. However, as soon as we arrived, the weather cleared up and we were able to enjoy some well-deserved relaxation by the sea. In the evening, you can take a stroll along the long seaside promenade, where numerous illuminated buildings and tourist attractions create a vibrant atmosphere. There is also a cozy park with illuminated music fountains along the promenade. That was the perfect ending to our vacation. Leisurely walks along the seaside, relaxing on the beach, taking in the sights, and savoring the delightful Georgian cuisine. I can't say that I love Batumi, as the city's architecture seems too eclectic for my taste. It mixes new buildings with historical-looking ones, along with squatters right in the city center. Surprisingly, there are many brand new hotels being built. However, after the mountains we found everything we needed in Batumi. A cozy place to stay, the sea, sunshine, and delicious food. Though, one thing we truly enjoyed was the botanical garden, featuring a diverse collection of plants from all over the world, including a stunning bamboo forest. Situated near the sea, it offers picturesque viewpoints to enjoy. Another hidden gem in the city is the promenade I mentioned earlier. Unlike other parts of the city, it has its own style that harmonizes well with Batumi, making it a pleasure to be there. Overall, Batumi turned out to be a nice place that we still visit from time to time. Yes, We eventually came back to Georgia as immigrants 3 years later. But that's a completely different story. Subscribe to my channel so you won't miss it. Oh, and remember that the world is not in all these books, videos and maps. It's right behind the door.